In this session, we're going to talk about managing your business by the numbers, focusing on long-term cash management strategies. Presented by Jeff Lance, Senior Consultant with Milestone Advisors. Our goal for this session is to identify the key components of a long-term cash management strategy. So what does long-term cash management strategy mean? It means we're looking at cash on a 6 to 12 month and or longer period of time as we look at your business and the growth cycle that it's in. And then it begs the question, how can I impact my long-term cash position? So again, looking out 6 to 12 months or even longer. Long-term cash strategies require very focused business operations, and it's driven by increasing revenue and reducing expenses. And that certainly sounds like a very simple statement, but in the practical world, it's much more difficult to both increase your revenue and reduce your expenses, which is why we talk about having very focused business operations. So how do you execute a long-term cash management strategy? The first thing is starting with a formalized operating plan, which requires a strategic cash flow model, and that cash flow model contains a balance sheet, an income statement, and a statement of cash flows that looks out over a 3-year period, has detailed assumptions built into the model that allows the business owner, to change those assumptions to see what impacts that they would drive in the business. Also part of that formalized operating plan is a corporate strategy that's clearly identified and most importantly communicated to your staff. You can have the best strategy and a great tactical model and cash flow, long-term cash management plan, but if you don't share that plan with your employees and your customers and your vendors and your suppliers, then that strategy isn't worth nearly as much as it is if you're out there talking about it on a regular basis with those folks. It also requires that not only do you buy into it, but that the management team in your organization has a full buy-in on the operating plan. We've seen numerous businesses where the CEO communicates a plan and his staff doesn't buy into it on a full basis, and so they'll implement part of the plan and they'll let the other part of it slide. And then what we have is a disjointed business 6 months down the road where the CEO is going down one path and the staff is, lagging and trailing and not in full support, and that creates a disastrous environment for the small business in terms of the management team and the cohesiveness of the group. If you have additional questions on this topic, please contact Jeff Lance with Milestone Advisors.